If you ever wanted to see what mom shaming looked like all around the world in one single moment, this week showed it to us.
Let's keep calm and mother on. Mothering is way too important to do alone and way too serious to be serious all the time. My name is Christy Thomas, and I am here shoulder to shoulder with you, mothering and enjoying life together. This is the podcast where you can focus on being mindful and taking a deep breath with me and learning new things so you can pause and savor the amazing life you already have.
This week, Queen Elizabeth II of England had a platinum jubilee, and lots of photos have overtaken the world of Kate Middleton, right? Princess Kate, parenting. And I don't want to mention her children because this isn't about her children at all. This is about how we react to how kids are normal and how moms respond to them. So this episode is in honor of Princess Kate Middleton, and what that looks like. And as you can tell, I am not like a giant in the know about royal information. So I'm getting these things wrong. Just pause with me because it's really less about the royals and more about a kid in a lousy local condition. We should expect that kids are kids. Do you know that a 4-year-old has the average attention of 4 + 1 minute? So at max, the max amount of sustained attention is about 5 minutes for a 4-year-old. And I am sure that the Platinum Jubilee celebrations went on for way more than 5 minutes. And that in that situation, there were a lot of new and exciting stimulus added in. Probably lots of fancy treats, loud noises, big crowds, just different than everyday life. And it definitely wasn't designed with the Queen's great-grandkids in mind. So as we're looking at these photos, and you can decide if you want to try to point the finger and shame another mom or not, but I don't think we have time for that. I don't think that that's what helps us personally keep calm and mother on. I think we nod and we smile and we give that secret Jeep wave, that mom wave to another mom, and we encourage them to stay connected to their kids. We encourage them to take the deep breath, maybe have some gritted teeth, and keep moving on. In fact, one of my favorite strategies is what Kate had to live through, is that when my kids are having a hard time in public, it actually helps me to remember, or pretend that, hey, what if this was a reality TV show? What would I want everyone else to see me do in this situation? And sometimes that public pressure of knowing that eyes are on me allows me to take a deep breath and act in the way that is kindest towards my kids. Because honestly, when you're tired, and I'm sure she was, and exhausted from all the stimulus yourself, because you're a human too, then it's easy to snap in those situations. But that's not what these photos show. These photos show a mom. Yes, there's gritted teeth and the mean eyes sometimes, but of course there are. She's not doing anything else. That's the limit to what she can do in that situation. She's trying to keep a strong connection to this kid of hers because it's lousy local conditions. So often we put ourselves and our kids into lousy local conditions that aren't designed with our whole body in mind, our heart, our soul, our sensory needs. And then we wonder why we didn't do as well as we could, or why we snapped, or did we get enough sleep? Are we eating vegetables or protein or fruit? We're really hard on ourselves. So when you look at these photos, instead of mom shaming, what would you say to your best friend if that was them? Think about that. Motherhood is way too serious and way too important to be spent on judging other moms. We need to encourage each other and build each other up. That's the only way we're going to survive this, especially when moments like this can go around the world instantly. I mean, I know this family is special, but it can happen to any of us. There are some key news stories I remember during the time I've been a mom that I know my friends and I have been like, only by the grace of God that hasn't been one of us recorded before, or one of our kids recorded and then tried to be shamed. So let's circle the elephants. Let's be kinder. Let's remind the mom she's doing the best that she can. Even if the best that she can in that moment isn't your best that you can. Okay? We're all trying our best, I hope, every single time that we interact with our kids. But our best varies. And that's what we need to have compassion for. I guess the biggest point is that gets under my skin with all of this is that if we can't be kind to a stranger where we don't know the whole story, right? Then it's really hard to be kind to ourselves in that situation. How we interact with others, I believe, is a reflection of how we're talking to ourselves. So I'm going to wrap up this episode with a listening list of other episodes I've done that I encourage you to pause and listen to. I want you to know that you are awesome and that you're trying, and yeah, you can make mistakes and you can repair them, but a lot of stuff is outside of our control. And the only thing you can control is your attitude and how you're going to embrace the hard stuff and the easy stuff. How are you going to respond? So when you see viral photos of a mom having an interaction with a kid who's having a hard time, he's not a bad kid. He's a kid having a hard time. How do you respond? Pause and listen to yourself. Get quiet. For your family fun this week, I would love it if you could just take time to Rickroll each other all week. Like, who can get the most Rickrolls? And if you don't know what a Rickroll is, it's when you play the Rick Astley song. If you need to know what it is, you can go back to the April 1st episode where I think my middle child Rickrolled this whole podcast. So how many times can you surprise yourself with that song? I know some families do it at Christmas time where there's a song that they try to avoid and they try to spring it on each other like a Christmas pop hit that they hate. So pick a song, make it a game, interact with each other, laugh big, laugh big. Okay, and that's your self-care task for this week. I want you to intentionally watch a silly movie. Watch something that makes you laugh so hard until you cry. So maybe it's news bloopers or funny animal videos or a hit Hollywood movie, right? Whatever it is, find that thing for you and let yourself savor laughter. Because this motherhood gig, this living on earth gig, is way too important to be so serious all the time. Okay? I'm going to go enjoy the last day of school with my kids. And I just wanted to create this safe space here, this community, where we can lean into each other. And we can protect other moms and let them know that we see them and their kids are in a lousy local condition and that we're not judging them. Because that's the type of compassion you want in that same moment. Next week, I'll be back with a podcast episode about having great conversations with our kids. Like how to enjoy talking to your kids and not just giving to-dos. Let's keep calm and mother on together. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and sign up for my email list. All of that's in the show notes. Have a great day.